Creating the facility environment. The environment of the medical facility contributes almost as much to the patient's well-being as the attention the provider and the medical assistant give the patient. The reception area should be a welcome, warm environment that can make a patient feel secure and comfortable. It can foster feelings that make a patient feel welcome, or on the other hand, can cause anxiety and intimidation. Not a waiting room. This implies there will be a wait. The last thing patients want to do when they're not feeling well is wait. Your reception area should have proper seating placement to respect cultural biases. Close together seating versus spaced apart. Your reception area should accommodate 1 hour's patient per provider, or 2.5 seats in a reception area for each exam room within the office. If you have a clinic atmosphere where you have open hours without appointments, you want to make sure you have more seating available to the patients. If the clinic sees children, a clean, safe, colorful children's area is a must. Keeping children interested and enthusiastic about their visit. Maybe windows to a garden in an area or cascading waterfall are seen in some facilities. If this is possible in the facility, then it's a great idea. Lighting is also very important. Windows let in natural light. You want to also have lamps. You don't want to have very bright light, but do not have it too dark where patients with visual impairments can't see. Maybe soft, easy listening music. This helps with HIPAA violations so that when a patient is talking to the administrative medical assistant, they can't be overheard, and vice versa when the administrative medical assistant is making calls, they're not being heard by the patients. It's also very calming to have some music going on for the patients. Some decorating ideas for your reception area. You want to have current magazines that are appropriate for your clientele. Real flower arrangements or real plants in soil are not necessarily a good idea for your office. They can foster allergies for patients, plus mold and microorganisms. So very well maintained, taken care of silk plants. You want to be very careful with the amount of dust that they can collect, so they have to be very well maintained. A professionally maintained built-in aquarium is always a wonderful aspect to an office. Activity area, such as a puzzle, can help patients take their mind off of their medical issues. Make sure your upholstery in your office and your carpets should be pleasing, comfortable, and very easy to maintain and clean. An area where you have possible educational materials, patient information if you're in a pediatric office for new parents on children, healthy habits, or even an office brochure, new patient information, functions of the medical staff, insurance information, what to do in case of an emergency are always a good idea. When you're designing the environment of your office, want to try to see it from the patient's point of view. Allow full view of the reception area when the administrative medical assistant is looking out. It should empower rather than intimidate the patient. Make them feel not like they're closed off from any help that they may need, but also provide privacy for when they need to speak with the administrative medical assistant, and provide privacy for that assistant while she's making phone calls. The use of color to establish inviting environments. Greens and blues are good in areas that require quiet and concentration. Cool colors make items feel lighter and rooms larger. Warm colors increase alertness. You can add accessories and artwork. Consider using a professional designer if you are just opening an office. It may be worth the investment for long-term patient comfort. Also, in your office design and environment, you want to be aware of the Americans with Disabilities Act, the ADA. It was passed by Congress in 1990. It provides mandated to end discrimination against individuals with disabilities and to bring them into economic and social mainstreams of life. It established accessibility regulations and provides employment protections for persons with disabilities. It applies to businesses with 15 or more employees. Some states have stricter restrictions than just the federal government. It is encouraged that you look into what your state restrictions are in regards to persons with disabilities. Want to make sure you have barrier-free environments. Again, consulting a professional designer may be beneficial. Doors and hallways must accommodate wheelchairs. You have to have appropriate bathroom facilities. Signage in Braille for those that are visually impaired. Elevators if you have more than one level. You want to be alert to less obvious impairments. Those with visual impairments or hearing impairments. Those with maybe temporary disabilities. Maybe they can't get up onto an exam table as easily as they were in the past. They may need assistance. Safety. Safety is always a big concern in a medical facility for the staff and the patients. You want to make sure your exit signs are clearly indicated and easily seen, that you have evacuation procedures defined and practiced. If you're on a multi-level facility, the elevator cannot be used during an emergency, and an evacuation plan should be in place and posted in every room. You want to make sure your bathrooms have non-slippery floors, that there's handrails in every bathroom, with a safety cord that can be pulled if a patient needs assistance.